Salute, everybody. The streets are buzzing tonight in the ATL as the New York Knicks head into Atlanta, the State Farm Arena, for the second night of a back-to-back. Took a bad loss last night against the Phoenix Suns, where they were overmatched. Now's the best time to bounce back for these New York Knicks, because we know the schedule's getting real tough. We have some real interesting news to chop up on the injury front tonight. Many people are going to get their wish with Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose out. Could that mean finally IQ's time to start? Also, Deuce McBride, could he get some more minutes? You know, we know he got some burn last night. Quentin Grimes as well. So it's going to be really, really interesting. We're going to be going all the way till tip tonight. We're going to flood the panel. Salute to the chat. Chat's on fire already after a frustrating loss last night. Salute Sharp Powers, Pudge Nice, Hewlett Samuel, salute Elton Lee, Quiet Money, salute fam, salute Sharp Powers. Yeah, man, how are we feeling after last night? You know, we did the post-game Knicks Real Talk. It was a somber mood. You know, obviously it was a good test for us last night, you know, to see where the New York Knicks were matched. We'll see where they stacked up against the best in the NBA right now, but we were just overmatched, you know. We'll talk about, I'll pull the box score up shortly. Salute CW Flash. Salute. Yeah, a lot of New York Knicks fans are concerned, man, right now. But tonight's another great test. The beautiful thing about the NBA and what I was saying last night with a back-to-back, you know, you don't have too much time to stew on last night's loss. It's go into the ATL and see what this team's made of, you know, see how they bounce back tonight, you know, see who's going to step up. Salute Robert Parr. Salute, how the New York Knicks going to respond tonight. And we are definitely shorthanded. You know, shorthanded. Let me bring up the injury report as we have it, and also Atlanta's injury report. So questionable. We have Nerlens Noel questionable, banged up again with a knee issue. That's what happens when he has to play so many minutes. We have Taj Gibson out, Derrick Rose out, and Kemba Walker out for rest as well. So Gibson and Rose still haven't recovered. And of course, Kemba Walker, as we know, you know, they're playing it safe with him on the second leg of a back-to-back. So that's going to be really, really interesting. For Atlanta, real quick, we have Bogdan Bogdanovic and Cam Reddish questionable, which could do us a favor. And of course, DeAndre Hunter and Okongwu are out. So this matchup might not look anything like the playoff matchup from last season as well. You know, for anyone wanting to see, you know, how we stack up against them with our new squad. But unfortunately, it means D Rose, Kemba are out. I'm excited. Part of me is very, very excited to see what IQ looks like tonight. You know, he has to get the starting nod, you would think, with Alec Burks backing him up. Quentin Grimes and maybe hopefully Deuce McBride also is probably going to see some meaningful minutes. Maybe that's why they dusted him off last night. Yeah, and CW Flash, yeah, also Jericho Sims too, with Nolan's Noel out, with Mitch starting. Do they just go small ball and play Obi Toppin at the 5? They shorten that rotation, or do they give Jericho some burn tonight? The interesting thing is the Westchester Knicks are tipping off right now against the Maine Celtics. So I'm interested to see how that looks tonight as well. Lucas Samanic has been balling out as well, as well as the other guys down there. So I'll keep my finger on the pulse there. But yeah, salute chat. We're going to break it all down. We're going to preview the big matchup tonight. Salute Sherwin. We're going to preview this second leg of a back-to-back. The New York Knicks are either going to go 500 or they're going to go back to 2 games over 500. Right now, we are sitting 8th in the standings at 10-9, with the Philadelphia 76ers also 10-9 right behind us. We obviously have the tiebreaker over them right now, but it gets real tight. The Boston Celtics are 10-10 right behind them. Cavaliers are 9-10. So a couple losses, we can find ourselves out of the play-in spot. A couple wins, we could go back up to probably 7th as well, with putting one against the Hawks, who are just above us at 11-9 as well. So we'll touch on the Hawks record. They are one of the second hottest teams in the league right now. They're on a 7-game win streak, the Hawks. So we play one team last night on a 14-game win streak, and tonight we play a team on a 7-game win streak. The only thing is in their building. We've been playing better on the road. The New York Knicks are called road warriors. So can they buckle up and get it done tonight? It's going to take a huge effort with being short-handed. But I'm confident in the young fellas. I want to see what they look like. Yeah, exactly, Pudge. Deuce versus Trey tonight. I think they definitely gave Deuce some minutes last night, busted him off. I'll pop the link in the chat now. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up the box score from last night. Give out some grades real quick. So yeah, Julius Randle had a horrible night. 32 minutes, just 9 points. Was a -7. He has to pick it up. Mitch Robinson struggled as well in 21 minutes. Was a -7. Kemba Walker, 23 minutes, 17 points. He put up some points, but was still a -13. So that's not going to get it done. Evan Fournier, as we know, started real hot, finished with just 11 points. So, again, he goes missing. You can't rely on Evan Fournier for a whole game. So that's tough. RJ Barrett, 31 minutes with 10 points, was a -13. Only pulled in 3 boards. So his confidence is down. His confidence is super low right now. What can we do to get RJ Barrett going? Hopefully he has a big game tonight. He remembers that playoff series. Yep, Sherwin wants to say, please, Knicks fans understand that the coach doesn't trust IQ to run the point. When IQ and Burks are in the game, Burks runs the point. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Let's keep a close eye on that tonight. It's going to be very evident tonight, Sherwin, with only those 2 guys available, and Deuce McBride as well. Salute D-Ras, salute fam. Yeah, just looking at the box score from last night. We started the game well. Obviously, we were outmatched, but I was disappointed that we were trading buckets. Basically, the defense just didn't step up. As you see, wire to wire, the Phoenix Suns led. That second quarter killed us with just 17 points. Salute, Will. Salute. Hope you're well. Yeah, just 17 points in the second quarter yesterday. That killed us. If you look at every other quarter, it was like, meh. We were outmatched a little bit. But yeah, that second quarter, we just didn't come out with energy. And again, it's been a trend. So he obviously went deeper last night in the rotation, as you see, with the game over with 6 minutes to go. He put in Kevin Knox. He put in Deuce McBride, got a nice stop. Deuce steed up, got a nice stop. And also Kevin Knox, what did you guys think of that? That hammer throwdown getting to the rack? And without further ado, let me bring in Shah Powers. Salute, Shah.
Salute. You hear me, CT?
Yep, I can hear you good.
All right, cool.
How's your Saturday been?
Long day at work.
Yeah, yeah. Ready to chill, relax back, and hopefully these Knicks don't stress us out tonight.
Yeah, that's what we don't need tonight. We need a good win tonight.
No cardiac Kemba tonight, as you know, but unfortunately no D Rose or Taj come back, and Nerlens Noel's questionable. What are your thoughts about that?
Sounds like a whole bunch of young guys gonna play tonight.
Facts, facts. Hopefully
Yeah,
Deuce McBride, because we know IQ and Burks. Someone has to run the point.
yeah, we definitely we probably see some Sims tonight. We probably see some Deuce tonight. We probably see some Grimes tonight. I mean, everybody's
Yeah.
better get ready tonight.
K Knox. Yeah, I'm on that train too. After what I saw last night, give give Knox some more. Give Knox some more Fournier minutes.
I I can see any of that happening right now. He came in and did a nice splashdown dunk. I mean, all it takes is a little bit of minutes for these guys, and that's it, just to get them in the rhythm.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the dunk; it's just the athleticism. Knox has athleticism that Kemba and Fournier haven't got
Yeah,
right
big,
now.
yeah, big, long, tall guy. You probably go in there, grab a couple of rebounds. Athletic, like you said, can run around, likes to shoot the three. I'm down.
Yep. Yeah, no Kemba. Let's see if our defense is better. Obviously, I think it will be to start the game. You got Trey Young in here. Trey Young's on a tear. I think he scored 30 in the last 3 games. So this is our first look against Trey, Shah, and Chat since that playoff series. Tempers are going to be flaring in the State Farm Arena tonight.
Yeah, it's funny. We come from a team that just beat us that has 16 straight wins, and now we playing another team that has 6 or 7 straight wins. And but this game they should be really up to. They should be ready. And I like to see a little bit of Deuce on this guy from what you call it. I like to see Deuce pressing him a full court press. Trey
Yeah,
put some pressure on Trey Young tonight.
me too. Yeah, he did a vet move against Booker last night when Booker was trying to back him down. He he laid off a little bit, knowing that Paul would throw the outlet pass, and then what did he do? Immediately intercepted it. That was a vet move.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, I mean, just they're young, but that doesn't mean that they don't know how to play the game. They've been playing the game probably all their life, so it's just another step up for them. From transitioning from college to the big leagues, and I think they're up for it. They better be ready for it. If they're not up for it, they better be ready for it because I think they're going to be implemented tonight.
Yeah, facts. And for everyone wanting change and whatnot, tonight is the night. It's the 20th game of the season. I think Tibbs is going to have seen enough after tonight. And also these young cats, anyone crying out for them to steal minutes, well, tonight's their chance. Tonight's their chance. See how they look. And I'm agree with Sherwin. Let's see some Knox tonight. Hope to see some Knox time, some Obi time. We know we're going to see Grimes, McBride. I think we'll see McBride. I don't know how much, maybe situationally or
Mm.
maybe longer. But IQ and Burks running the point too. This is what I've wanted to see, Shah.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. A little change up is not gonna hurt. I mean, we're 10-9 now, right? Something like that. So if we win, we'll be 2 games about over 500. If we lose, we at 500. I like that 2 games over 500.
Oh, we're gonna need that cushion, yeah. The games are coming up thick and fast. We got the Brooklyn Nets, and then the Chicago Bulls, and then Denver Nuggets
Yeah, Friday, Brooklyn, I think.
this week. So the
Yeah,
Heat,
Tuesday.
yeah, the pressure torch is being turned up, fellas, on this club right now, on Tibbs, to provide the answers. And let's start with last night's game. Shah. Evan Fournier started real hot. I was thinking like he hurt us all, and he was hitting the shots, but then he just went missing again.
Yeah, I noticed that kind of changed up on how Fournier played in the beginning. They pressed him a little harder. They stayed a little closer to him. So it kind of altered his game. He couldn't get his shot off, and he got cold. He went ice cold. So all those things I think really took effect on him yesterday.
Yeah, you're spot on there. Actually, you're spot on with more weapons in the starting lineup. That's been the trend this season. Like one guy will get a few shots, and then because there's so many other dudes that want shots, the player that was hot won't get a shot until 5-6 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard to manage because these are all role players that need touches, and of course Julius dominates the ball. So I'm worried about our offense long term in terms of how we play through a point guard or Julius.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do something. It's either run the whole offense through Julius, or we got to get some point guard in there that can just push Randall off and tell him to go set up. Because either way, either we're gonna go all the way in on Randall like we did last year, or we're gonna have to find some in the next couple of games, and it's gonna have to be quick, man. We do not need to be 3 games under 500, 10-13 in the next 4 games or something like that.
Yeah, salute Divine laying on the beach there as we see Myrtle Beach.
There you go. Salute everybody. How y'all doing, bro? Salute Shot Powers.
Needed that.
Salute, my man. Yeah, that's looking good over there. That just made me smile real big right there. Yo, yeah, that looks good right there.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Glad to be aboard today, man. I had to get in here sooner or later.
Let's hope these Knicks aren't on holiday, Divine,
Real talk.
After last night, we were blown out of the water,
Yeah, I wasn't too happy with that shot. CT, man. That effort wasn't there last night. I was kind of disappointed in the effort. Not the loss. I know we lose to the best team, but I was disappointed in that effort last night. It's going to be interesting how they rebound tonight and come back in this game tonight, man. Let's see if they got pride. If they got pride, they believe in what they went through last night, which is just a one-time thing, that they need to correct, man. But if not, it's going to be a different story at the end of the game tonight for even for all of us when we come on the show tonight. The Knicks lose that game in a certain type of way tonight, don't come out there with energy, fight, and everything. It's going to be a different story tonight when we get on that stream tonight.
Yeah, facts. Just like I was just saying, it's either going to go 2 games over 500 or we're going to be back even. Which way do we really want to go?
Facts.
Yeah, just record aside, I just want them to show Atlanta, after last playoff series, this is their first matchup since then, and we need to come out and just be physical, be physical with Trey now. Let's test these rules out, Divine.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see. I don't know if Kemba Walker or Derrick Rose playing tonight.
Oh, they're both out.
Yeah, so we gotta let them young boys get in there and get some shine tonight, bro. We're better chance to have a defense type of game with McBride and Grimes, and McBride, playing Trey Young and pressing that boy on the ball or whatever. So I hope they do the right thing tonight and let Grimes play, let McBride play. They might have to start quickly, at the 1 tonight, and maybe bring McBride in the back him up or vice versa or whatever. But it's gonna be interesting tonight, man. I want to see the young boy go out there and get it popping tonight.
It is going to be real interesting because who knows who's going to start, who knows is going to be that part of that second unit tonight. Is Tibbs going to bring in Grimes to start and keep IQ and Burks in the second unit? Is Grimes? I mean, is Grimes going to come in and you said Fournier's still playing though, right? Fournier said so. Is Grimes going to start with that second unit tonight? It's going to be something to watch. I'll be here watching it.
Yeah, facts. I think our young fellas are going to spur us on to an uplifting win, because this could make or break our season. Like I said, knowing we have depth guys that can step in and help us. And let's quickly touch on Atlanta, Divine. They've got Bogdanovich and Cam Reddish questionable, so they're way off full strength as well. They've got DeAndre Hunter and Okongwu out. So I mean, think about it. If we get blown out by a second-rate squad from Atlanta, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, real talk, man. They've been playing some good basketball, man. I got to give Nate McMillan credit. They started off pretty rough. They won like 6 games in a row. Um, but I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about their athleticism. You know what I mean? And John, don't let John Collins start going all over the top with these running alley dunks and everything. But I hope that Mitchell Robinson to make it a little hard and Clint Capella and them guys start trying to, just take advantage of our point guard not being near the. At least try to contain these guys before they get to the rim. But it's gonna be interesting tonight, man. I like the matchup though. I'm gonna be real. I like our chances against them up front. It's just the backcourt that I'm concerned about is with Trey Young going up against some guys and things of that nature. But I think Alex Burks and them guys need to come out tonight and just go hard, man. And I think we can get the victory, man. I know we say that every game, but I'd be fool if I didn't say we can get it, man. I believe in our team still, no matter what we went through last night. I believe this team's still talented enough, and I think tonight you might really get to see what the Big 15 is made of with them two guys out tonight. You know what I mean? And hopefully that come to fruition, and them guys, them young boys, will come there and play hard tonight, man, and try to lead us to a victory.
Yeah, facts. And salute to Elton Lee. Randall has to atone for last year's playoff performance. Absolutely, and that's what a leader needs to do. Sean says. Sean says it's 51 temp in Myrtle Beach, perfect beach weather. I appreciate that. Yeah, go ahead, Shah.
Just a quick one. Is Mitch playing tonight?
Yeah, Mitch is playing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Noel is out, so hopefully we have one center at least.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like to see that matchup with him and Capella tonight.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah,
that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's something we missed last season. People were saying that he was the difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Pudge Nice's avatar is Carl Anthony Towns now in a Knicks uniform.
I seen that.
Pudge. Salute to that. He's been fast forward in the time machine to the trade deadline. Hopefully that's a sign. And Hewlett says, yeah, IQ's night to start. Divine, if IQ doesn't start tonight, he probably never will.
Yeah, I can't see him. I can't see him not starting tonight unless they don't want to break up that second unit. But when you have to go next, and our backup point guard and our starting point guard is missing. Either IQ got to start or Burks. They might throw Burks in there. But you ask me, I would just throw IQ in there and let Grimes get IQ spot in the lineup. So you bring Grimes off the bench to take IQ spot, and IQ might be what we missed in that starting lineup. Somebody with energy, quickness, tenacity, confidence. IQ might be that one guy to me that the Knicks need in that starting lineup just to get that energy flowing in that team. Because see, now one thing I would like to see IQ do tonight, if he gets started, that Kemba Walker don't do a lot. He keeps the dribble, he could break down that defense. He's playing good defense. He could break down their defense. And Kemba was playing good the last couple of games. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to see if IQ can come in and start tonight. Just bring a different element to the offense, with a little more tenacity. Help the defense as well because he's pressured the ball pretty good this year. So I would like to see him start tonight just for that reason, because you know what? You never know. He might be our future dude down there. You just never know. So tonight is a good night for anybody who wasn't getting quality minutes. You get him tonight, they better take advantage of it. Like to see a grind. I like the way he played defense last night. His shooting was off, but this would be a good night for him to rebound on his shooting. Have a good shooting performance tonight because he went 1 for something last night. But it might be a good night for him to come in and get it popping on the offense tonight and a tone lap. So I would love to see that tonight, but I really love to see IQ get in there tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Sherwin likes Grimes starting. Starting at the point. Yeah, let's see. I think they should announce it pretty soon. But D. Russ, he thinks Burks will start. Yeah, maybe they want to keep IQ in that bench lineup for that spark. Because if we come out slow, who have we got off the bench? So I could see that again, Shah.
I like implementing. I would love to see IQ, and everything is interchangeable. Of course, if we put in IQ, then Grimes is probably going to be the first one off the bench. The first point guard off the bench, or we can leave the second unit almost together with the 4 guys that we're gonna. Oh, we're not even gonna have 4 guys because there's no Noel. Oh man.
Yeah, it's have to be it's gonna
Uh,
have to be Sims play.
yeah. So the
Sims and McBride.
Yeah, the rotation might even be cut down tonight too. I've just thought about that. Well, one way or another, we'll find out in a little while. We'll find out. I'm with you, Divine. Let's see what IQ can do. Yeah, it may slow down the second unit a little bit, but I got confidence in Grimes, man. I got confidence in Grimes, and he got his feet wet last game. He hit I think 1 or 2 threes in the game. He played some pretty good defense. A little more minutes. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and Sean's saying that's the lineup they announced.
Oh, they did?
Right?
Oh.
Grimes is starting. Okay.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah, Noel's questionable. Yeah, so Noel is questionable. Sorry, so he's not 100% out yet. But with that knee, it's looking likely that he'll sit.
Yeah.
That,
you know, it's excuse me, Star Powers and CT. You know, I know everybody complaining about Mitch's injury history. Man, Noel is not. He only played like 5 games this year, man. You know what I mean? And I think he's played 15 so far. Other because you think about it, he only got hit in the face with that concussion protocol. Mitch probably would have been around 17 games already, like 18. You know, and so as much as we worry about Mitch's injury, Noel got to be concerning, bro. Like he only played like 5 games this year, something like that, 6 games.
Yeah, that
sure do. And that brace up his leg looked like a body brace or something like that. That thing got so many clamps and straps around it and stuff like that. The pieces to bend the knee and flexors in it and stuff like that. That thing is a beast.
Yeah, like Mitch is a warrior, I must say. Like he's fighting through everything right now. He's not getting much help. You know, Noel's in and out the lineup like like clothes in a washing machine. You know. Like, you know, he goes in, he gets bumped around a bit, and then he comes back out. So, but the Atlanta Hawks, Bogdanovich is out. We also have a Kongwu. Sorry, Bogdanovich is questionable. Cam Reddish is questionable, and a Kongwu and Hunter are out. Now we know this roster well. Let's take a look at it. They're on a 7-game winning streak right now. The 11-9 Hawks. If we beat them, we go to 11-9. Basically. Oh wait, do we? What's our record again? Yeah, we go 11-9 as well. So we match their record if we beat them, and they go 11-10. So this game will actually put us above Atlanta if we beat them, Divine.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why it's a real important game. You know, like we said, man, we was hoping that in the next 5 games, to be a good way to get the first W. I mean, really, man. You know, but they down players just like I'm down players. So I don't want to hear nobody say that we beat them because they don't got this player. No, we down 2 of our key players too. So you know, to me, it's a fight. You know what I mean? They got a chance to win. We got a chance to win. Some of their good players out. Some of our good players out. You know what I mean? That's important to our team too. So I would love to see us go down there and W man and just get to 11-9 and then and beat them and have 1 on them. And we got on Christmas coming around and Christmas too at the Garden. So it'd be important for us to get this one against them on the road in Atlanta. And then L and might be different. The team might be different. So I think it'll be real important to try to get a victory tonight, man, and be 1 up on them and move up in the standings above. I think that's real important for us tonight.
Yeah, and Sharp Hours, our defense has to pick up tonight and help us get out in stops. I think without Kemba out there and Grimes and McBride getting more minutes, our D has to be better tonight.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of 3-court, 4-court press all the way up the court, especially if you put some of these young guys in here. If Grimes is a hard-nosed defender, if Deuce gets some minutes tonight, I mean, there's some hard – and the way IQ is playing right now, they're good defenders right now. And we need some defense tonight. We need defense. Forget pace. We need some defense tonight. We need to put some bodies – we need to put some people on some bodies and score tonight.
Yeah, facts, right? And we know the New York Knicks fans travel well. That there's going to be a lot of New York Knicks fans in the building tonight. Hopefully we'll probably hear chants try to get washed out by the Atlanta crowd. That if we hear some Trae Young chants in their building, that'll be funny, Divine.
Absolutely, man. The Knicks got to go down there tonight and that crowd out the game, because you got a lot. You tend to live in Atlanta. A lot of people migrate to Atlanta from up north in New York and New Jersey area and all the tri-state area. I migrated to North Carolina. Man, people, got a big, you got every the Knicks go, they got a fan base there, man. So that I can make a start trying to. Sometimes when we the out team, everybody try to drown them out. Let's see what Atlanta drown out. And what but it's gonna be a flame. But I just think CT got to go down there and go hard, man. Go hard to go home.
Yeah, facts, right? Elton Lee, yeah, we need to see if Mitch can go 36 minutes. Let's see. Like, I hope New Orleans is good to go. That way Mitch don't have to play that much. But, you got Clint Capella down there, like you said, to your point. Sharp hours. We know Clint Capella was talking that smack, saying he's going to put the Knicks on an early vacation, but no Mitchell Robinson during that series. I think Mitch is probably going to be the most amped player for the Knicks tonight. Sharp Power's probably just off doing something. But Divine, without Mitch in that playoff series, we know he was tweeting, like, I really want to be out there helping my team. And now he gets that chance tonight against Atlanta.
I think Mitch looking forward to this. I think I think he's gonna come into play, man. Right before he went down with that concussion, Mitch was starting to get in his groove. As a matter of fact, last night he had the highest efficiency on the team last night, and we got blown out. He had the best efficiency on the team last night at a point something. So he playing good today, man. The team did so good, so it really helped him out now. But he played good last night, and I hope tonight he can continue that. And when we move forward, we go in there and make it hard on Clint Capella, because now Trae Young and John Conlon can't come out there to get them lives all day long. So I'm hoping that that's a plus. If he plays, really a plus. But I think hold us down. Yeah, I'm never concerned about Mitch down in the paint, man. He holds us down there. So but I think played DeAndre Ayton well last night. DeAndre Ayton did not get off last night on us. You got to salute Mitch for that, man. It just that because we lost the game, we lost it. That was evident. But he played a good game last night. We could do the same thing against Clint Capella and all them guys down here, man. Because they still got Gordon Dane down there, and they still got some centers down there. So we might see how it go tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're shorthanded. Let's hope New Orleans can go. Otherwise, Jericho Sims, because I'm not comfortable with Mitch playing that many minutes. And just looking at the box score from last night, Mitch only played 21 minutes, was 3 of 4, was efficient, like you said, pulled in 8 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. That was crazy. Some of those possessions early in the first quarter when he was fighting to keep the possession alive. So shout out to Mitch. I think he's going to have a big game tonight. He's amped for this. And Hewlett says IQ pressure full court, also suffocating D. I'm just excited to see Deuce Grimes out there, IQ, and I just want to see some New York Knicks defense. Last night we got killed on that end, with Devin Booker, and also RJ Barrett. Guys, RJ Barrett needs to get out of his slump tonight. Real talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, CT, I know I'm concerned about RJ Barrett for this reason. I'm concerned because, we expect him to at least be the second and third guy, but the way Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier playing, it seems like he not getting the shots in the last 5 or 6 games that he normally would get, and because you got to give it to Fournier. I just think that thing is kind of messed up right now, because the shots the shots RJ Barrett would normally get at certain times of the game, he's not getting them now, because we do have to make sure Kemba Walker gets shots. We got to make sure Evan Fournier shot. So it's kind of hampering getting the ball and everything. So let's hope he get out of that tonight, man. But it's kind of alarming for me the way he playing, man. It's like, he's abysmal right now.
Yeah, facts. LRY salute, fam. Mitch been given 8 in the business since the Jordan Classic in high school.
Yep.
Yeah, facts. Also, 20 game mark. This is significant, fellas. Chat. After tonight, we've played a quarter of the season, right? So they say you are what your record says you are, and I'm willing to admit that tonight. Win, lose, or draw. After our record after tonight, we are what this record says a quarter way through. It's either 500, 2 games over 500. But, I just love to see us pick up a tough road win after losing last night. We saw Tibbs empty the bench, earlier in the fourth. So he did have one eye on tonight. Divine.
Yeah, real talk. He brought in the game was that just push brother with the way that team was playing last night. But even when you got a back, sometimes you with 7 minutes left on team 16 chance to make
You're just coming in and out, Divine. So you're just cutting in and out quite a bit. Maybe
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get you to just maybe exit and then re-enter to see if that helps.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah, thanks. Salute. Yeah, we're getting amped. We're getting pumped. Sharp Hours, are you there? Shah off on his grind. But yeah, we're getting amped for tonight's matchup. The New York Knicks need to bounce back. We're hitting the quarter way mark tonight. We're shorthanded. No D Rose, no Kemba on the rest, and also no Taj Gibson. We have Nerlens Noel questionable as well, so he's in and out. He's in and out so often, Nerlens Noel. But whoever plays tonight just needs to step up. We're playing a team, Atlanta, that's back on the rise. Yeah, welcome, Divine. Yeah, we're playing a team that's on the rise. Atlanta started really slow, but now they're back. Okay, let me bring in the one and only Jay Boogie. Salute, fam. Salute.
3 capital S's, man. How y'all great men doing, man? This on this back-to-back day.
Hey, doing well, man. Another day above ground. It's a beautiful day. I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving, man.
Man, likewise, man. I hope everybody, was, had a great time, enjoyed time with family and everything. Family is, family is what you need. Family is all we all have, Outside of family, I don't know what direction for me to go. My family is real important, man. And I try to make some moves to help, make sure people had something to eat yesterday. That they couldn't eat, So I try to do that type thing, man. But are you going live tonight?
Yeah, heroes work. Yeah, Divine, live Knicks Real Talk post game.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get y'all some footage. I'm in the hotel right now. I'm like 2 blocks away from them. I'm definitely gonna be in the building tonight. I got to get at these guys, can get close up on them and holler and get in their ears and let them know what's going on, what y'all been doing, man. So I need to let them. I need to turn them guys up tonight. Some kind of way, some type of motivation, anything. Because this right here, this ain't been making it right here so far. But this is a real big test for us tonight because on the low, a lot of people don't know, man. We built our team just for Atlanta. For what happened to us against Atlanta, that's why we build our team like that, thinking that, we need these type of players. So it's a must that we show up, even though we down some injuries and everything. It's a must that we show up tonight, because this was our motivation, the Hawks, Atlanta, all year. So what are we going to do tonight on this floor? What are we going to do inside that Mercedes arena? What are we going to do, to show up coming off a back-to-back night? And I know Kimber ain't playing. I thought Tom should have switched it up. Last time when he on the back-to-back night, he didn't play game 2. Maybe I thought, he should have switched it up and set Kimber down and let, quickly and get some more experience playing against Chris Paul at home last night than have Kimber for the night. You can't, just play your cards, like that and leave them on the table and have people predicting that, okay, we already know Kimber ain't going to play back-to-back night. Switch it up some, Let him not play the first game and play the second game, But, I wanted to, make sure you was going to be live, so I can, tune in with y'all, give y'all some live footage and everything, you know what I'm saying? Some point in time of the game, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all deserve that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all special guys in my heart. Y'all do what y'all do, man. CT, the streets is buzzing, man. And y'all get them like buttons up, man. Respect and honor what's going on. He bringing it to the table straight for y'all. Them and the God divine, you know what I'm saying? They doing it for y'all. They ain't doing it for themselves. They here every night, you know what I'm saying, with breaking news on topics and everything. That's for y'all, man. So hit them like buttons. It costs you nothing to hit that like button, man. But I'm going to get ready to step out, man, and I'm going to get back with y'all. But I wanted to let you know what was going on, you know what I'm saying? And 3 capital S's, salute, salute, salute. I love everybody rocking this orange and blue. Let's go. Let's get a dub tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a dub tonight. We need one, man.
Hey, facts, man. Appreciate you, Jay Boogie. Yeah, we'll be live all the way till tip. So if you want to pop back in, on your journey through the streets that are buzzing tonight, appreciate you.
I'm waiting on Worldwide L to come scoop me up. There ain't no need for us to drive 2 cars, so he get ready to come scoop me up. We get ready to get there a little bit earlier. So the earlier I can get in, I tune back in, you know what I'm saying, give y'all some insights of what's going on, how it's looking and everything, you know what I'm saying? All right?
Yeah, all right, Jay, buddy, we appreciate you, man. And first of all, game as well, man, down in the ATL, man. You know, worldwide, salute the worldwide law for love of the game. Salute to my brother and them down there, man. Proud of nerd and all brothers, man. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Man, we need that W, Jay, but we need that W tonight, man. We both do, man, because this has been a disappointment, man. I get real talk, bro. And so we to go down there and then young boys get some shine night, man. Just go down and bring 110% to the game and with energy and like you said, this is one of the games where we got marked on the calendar, bro. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And represent hard, man. That's real talk right there.
That's right. We're not gonna win every game, you know what I'm saying? It's how you play the game, you know what I'm saying? Right. I can take an L with a strong effort, you know what I'm saying? Because it's only 2 things gonna happen, a win and a loss. But when you just completely laying down and just throwing your hands up, nah, man, I can't take and deal that, man. So hopefully tonight, them guys is motivated and ready to play against the guys that eliminated them last year on our home court. Eliminated us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No Houdiniacs tonight, Boogie. I want you hollering at a Fournier, hollering at Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
I know you will,
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, man. But yo, I'm gonna go ahead and and chop off, man. What's going on, my brother? How you doing, my brother? I see you. You. Much love to you, Shot.
Yo, no doubt, man. Jay Bugs, man. It's good to finally get in touch with you and contact with you, man. You really represent these platforms out here for real, man. And I really appreciate that, man. Word up.
No doubt, man. I highly appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? December 10th, man. December 10th, December 15th. Somewhere up in that area, I'm going to drop that album, man. The album is already completed and done. I'm just waiting for the right timing. And right now, you know what I'm saying? So far, they ain't been giving me the right timing, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay because, I did all this with my heart, my love. So, you know what I'm saying? If they playing bad, it don't make no difference. I'm still gonna, drop, you know what I'm saying, and give the people something else to feel good about, man. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, that's real.
Yes, sir. All right, Jay Bugs, my brother, man. Thank you for coming in here, man, and showing us some love like you always do, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, go down there and tell Tom Thibodeau, don't cast us slack. You need to pull them cast game quickly.
That's right, man. That's right, man. God bless you all, man. Y'all have a great night. Let's go get a dub, and I'll talk to y'all real soon, man. 3 capital.
Salute. Yes, sir.
Salute. Hey, ready to cop that album, for Christmas. But hey, facts. I'm glad he's in the building with L tonight, fellas. Hey, we got some representation there. I'm juiced now.
Yeah. I think it's gonna go good tonight, man. I think it's a 50-50 game tonight. You know what I mean? Anybody can win that game. And like I said, they down some of their players. We down key players. When I mean key players, Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose is key players to our team. You know what I mean? You can't get 2 guys that we really need. That's out of the game. So, it might be down a couple of players, but we down ours too. And so if we beat them, I don't want to hear no excuses. And if we lose, I don't want to hear no excuses. So either way it goes, we got to go in and get on the grind tonight.
Yeah, straight facts. And Boogie made a great point, fellas. The New York Knicks built their roster to tackle Atlanta. Shah. That was a great quote.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple of guys out tonight and stuff like that, Kemba and Rose and stuff like that. But I'm just hoping to see some good energy from these young guys tonight, man. And that may change the tide of the team right now with seeing a good game for Grimes or a good game from Deuce.
Yeah, real talk. And of course, Atlanta on a 7-game win streak. So, and they've got some injury issues of their own. They've got Bogdanovic questionable, Reddish questionable, Kongwu and DeAndre Hunter are out. So they're not the same squad they were last season. But some new faces. They've brought in Jalen Johnson and they've brought in DeLon Wright, I believe, and they've also brought in the rookie Sharif Cooper. So could be some nice young talented matchups tonight with our guys. And I'm thinking Obi Toppin's going to play more minutes, Divine.
Yeah. You know what? But you still got to keep an eye on. They still got Trae Young. They still got John Collins. They still got Gallinari. They still got Luke Williams. You know what I mean? And they still got some guys down there who can put the ball in the bucket. You know what I mean? But I do think their defense is suspect to me tonight. So I do think that we got to go out them full throttle, man. And like you said, if Obi can get some minutes tonight, more minutes. Now I think if Nerlens Noel don't play tonight, I think you're going to see a lot of that for that Toppin and Randall connection tonight. I think that should be really set well for us. We need energy, man. We need some youth. We need some energy. And I think tonight you might really get a chance to see if these young guys come to the table tonight and all that energy and all that. Oh man, that's gonna be so fun to watch. We've been waiting for this all year, and so to have Obi Toppin have a good game tonight, and get more minutes tonight for last night's game. That could have been a better time for it to happen. You know what I mean? And like Grimes and McBride might get to play tonight. Even Jericho Sims. I think if Jericho Sims played tonight, I think he's gonna have a better game than he had last night. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for the young guy to come play their part, and that's the reason why we brought him here. You tell them to be superstar, but you want them to contribute to the team. It's the Big 15. So if they can go well tonight and Obi have a good game, we might got a great chance of walking out there with a W tonight.
Yeah, real facts. And let's welcome South Gooner and Jarvis to the pre-game hype. Salute, gents.
What's going on?
Salute to the family. Salute
everybody.
Jarvis, salute.
Oh yeah, man, I just basically I happened to see check my phone and see CT was on. I said, let me just check him out for a moment. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't get a chance to see the game last night. I think I happened to see the score. So more than likely it wasn't your ideal ending for us. So my question is, I got a question. Looked like I had heard something about a lineup, something kind of like adjustment in the lineup. Is this true? Is Grimes looking to be in the starting lineup tonight?
There's a lot of injuries, Jarvis. So first and foremost, Kemba Walker and Derrick Rose aren't playing. Yeah.
Oh.
So we have no point guard outside of IQ and McBride, basically, and Burks. Yeah. So that's why people are speculating. And Grimes played meaningful minutes last night. So that's why they're speculating, yeah.
Oh, so it's more speculatory than just actually confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, hey, look, sometimes situations like this come up and it causes the coach to have to make a change that maybe he may have not otherwise have made without the situations happen. So we'll see what our boys do tonight. So there's gonna be plenty of opportunity that may be happening. We'll just see what happens. But this is the game that we need to show and prove on.
Thanks. And South Gooner, what's your takes from last night and what we'll see tonight with some of the injuries?
Thanks for the introduction. Shouts out to the panel and chat, gentlemen, gentle ladies, everyone. Look, last game very messy. As I texted you, to see the 13-man rotation was 11, I can't remember, but
yeah,
it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant.
Yeah. He emptied the bench towards the end.
It just felt like he was trying to save legs as well. I think that's a big part of today as well, because we got like a couple of days break in between this game. So if we're gonna give Kemba a little bit of a break, it'd be today. Going into the game, I'm quite I've really wanted that Suns victory. I really wanted the W there. But yeah, I'm quietly confident going into this game still. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm never going to bet against us. So
Yeah.
nonsensical. But yeah, going into this one, I'm pretty confident. I'm hoping to see a much better performance from RJ, obviously, now that it's in the news and in our smaller spheres of new media. Like his name's being mentioned. So yeah, I'm hoping he's hearing these on the grapevine and he'll give us a good performance tonight or today.
Yeah, facts. And that, sharp hours. RJ Barrett's going to be under the spotlight tonight.
He deserves it a little bit. Last game he wasn't doing as great as. The biggest thing that made me so upset with him is we boasted him up and we talked about how he's rebounding and how he's grabbing these rebounds. And he do 2 rebounds yesterday.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
So I mean, he needs a little spark under his tail tonight, man. He needs to get up there and play some real good defense and get some scoring in tonight, man, and get back to those rebounds. That's what he really needs to do, and hopefully we'll see that tonight.
Yeah, real talk, Divine.
Yeah, man. And that's to my age, but they had the mother goose syndrome last night. They were laying eggs all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They were just not. You know what, man? RJ is. I think it's tough for him, man. You know what? Coming into last year, he was the second leading scorer on the team, helped guide the team to the playoffs, and now he got a couple of new guys in the starting lineup, and I just think that they got to get their shots, like I said, and it's probably throwing him off a little bit, but I'm not gonna make the reason why RJ is having a season. I just think that can play a part of it, but forget all that. RJ need to get back to what he do. You know what I mean? We need more consistency from RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is an exciting young player. I think he got the potential to be an all-star in this league. I mean, the kid could be that good. But right now we need him tonight, and we need him last night. But you know what? Last night it don't even matter. It's only 2 people in the lineup last night. Or Emmanuel Quickly, 3. Emmanuel Quickly, Kemba Walker in the first quarter, and Mitch Robinson. Everybody else just laid eggs last night. So we got to wash that thing away, and let's hope RJ can wash it away. He playing in an ATL against one of his former Duke players, and Cam Reddish. He might not play, but he's on that team. And he usually have a good game against Atlanta. I don't think Atlanta's defenders is that good where they can, hold RJ down like that when they play a good team defense with Nate Millen down there. But a lot of their key players like Bogdanovich, to me, was one of the reasons why they won that Atlanta series last year, because of his defense. He really, really played some good defense on New York and RJ Barrett in last year. So last season, excuse me. So let's hope that we can rebound up to thinking RJ can make up for last night, man, and give us a decent game. But now what's going to be interesting is that you don't have that pressure of Fournier and Kemba Walker taking a lot of shots, because Kemba Walker's not even playing. So this should be one of them games where RJ Barrett go all out tonight. Put it on you and Randall's shoulders in that starting lineup, and just play ball, man, and see if we can come out this thing with this victory.
Yeah, facts, man. And look, we've seen enough a quarter-way mark of this new recruits. Jarvis, Kemba Walker, as many people on the fence now, they're just not seeing a good fit right now. He's not a fit for this squad, and he's out tonight. So if we thrive tonight, it's going to be real interesting that the blowtorch is on Kemba Walker.
Look, going into the season, a couple of guys that I really had my eye on more than the situation with Kemba, just like was a situation. I don't know if that was what option that was with them bringing Kemba in, but I wasn't really against Kemba being brought in, especially when I found out like what we brought him in for. So I was like, okay, for the deal in itself, I had no problem with Kemba coming in. It was just to see how he was going to respond from the knee, if he was going to be able to start making adjustments. Well, this will be the 20th game. So we all knew that it was going to take about 20, maybe 25 games just to kind of see this is it right here. And then Kemba's not playing tonight. And then did I hear y'all correct? IQ got some time with the starting unit? Did he get some time with the starting unit last night?
No, I think he mostly played off the bench still.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, however, I was like, whoa, man. I'm like, man, well, I must have missed a lot. but
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it's it's gonna be real interesting to see. I, for one, after just seeing and 5 games ago, as y'all already know, I was alluding to, man, we're gonna have to basically get out of our mind that Kemba is not gonna be the same player, and it's time for him to come off the bench. Me personally, I said come off the bench to kind of be a little nice to assume him still being in rotation. When I say come off the bench, I'm talking situational.
Wow. Yep.
That's basically what I'm talking. In times where we just need that little pick me up on offense, you play it like that. Time when you need a little
Yeah.
pick me up on offense and he has it going, then you let him roll. But to me, man, I just think, and this is just me. I love Kimber. It's a good story, but if we can't find a way to solve stuff from the implementation, from implementing little lineup changes tonight, and you still have that work a while before you make any kind of trade moves. You see in-house first. See what you can do with the lineup adjustment. Then with him coming off the bench, then if he still plays the same coming off the bench, then you're gonna have to dial some more of them minutes, away from him, to where it gets you the situational. I said come off the bench because I know Tibbs kind of, takes the one veterans. He's going to give him every ounce of opportunity to try to, show that he has productivity in his lineup. So I don't expect him to be situational. That would just be me. So I just think there's definitely some kind of change. You can't have Kimber and Fournier in the same lineup together. It's not going to work. And Fournier would do a lot better with that second union, man, because of the rotate, because of how they share the ball, and you can do motion with him. He fits in better with how they play, too, as well. Yeah. But if there's one change you're going to make in the starting lineup, you're going to have to go at the point guard position, at least first.
Yeah. Yeah, and South, what are you seeing from Kemba so far? What would you like to do with him moving forward?
I'm looking at the date here. It's November 28, nearly December, and I love the fact that we as Knicks fans are yet to talk trades, really, in the grand scheme of things. It's not been a topic of mention, really. It's just rotations, schedule. I love this because, for the longest time, I felt like by this time of the season, we're already talking draft picks and trades. So the mere fact that we're talking, should we be, pushing him further down the rotation is a step in the right direction for me, like as far as I'm concerned. In terms of his overall value for the team, I think he offers very similar to what Rose does. It's one pie at the end of the day. That pie is, 48 centimeters in diameter. There's only so much you can give that pie out to. So I think both of those players thrive at the moment, current stage in their career. They thrive under that 22 to 26 minute pie length. So we can't have two of them on the team because that's too many minutes. So yeah, I think there needs to be a bit of balance. Another thing I'm just going to jump on, I think it was Divine who was talking about it earlier. With RJ, he's going to look like he's going to have a few more shots tonight. So what does that tell me? It tells me we still, just like similar to last season, don't have an identity for this team. It's because obviously the amount of changes we've had, but we're still unaware how many shots RJ should be taking. We're unaware who's even our second most, second go-to guy.
Yeah, Robin,
Last year was very clear. Alfred Payton went to drive, or he'd dish it out to Randall more often than not, ignoring RJ entirely, and RJ would get sort of the scraps or whatever. But yeah, I feel that this year, I think we need to develop that as soon as possible.
Yeah, some great points there you make, and Sharp Hours. Give us your take on that.
Yeah, I like the way you're going with that, South Corner. Yeah, RJ is like a redhead stepchild sometimes when he's in that lineup. He really gets formed away that people don't look his way a lot of times. He's been getting some good looks recently, but you still see it to this day a little bit. And he really needs to get off that 3-point line, I think, a little bit and start slashing to the hole. So this way he doesn't really need the ball as much as dribbling wise. If he can make those slashes to the hole, he's a good passer, man. You always got to watch out for him and Mitch together. So, I mean, let's see, man. I'm hopeful for everything tonight, man. I want him to get a couple of extra shots tonight. I think he's going to play a little big. I know he's feeling it. I know he's like, oh man, I'm having these games and blah blah blah. But he's going to come out of it, man, and he's going to do something similar to what he did last year, I believe. Start off slow and end up smoking.
Yeah, facts. Divine, give us your take on that.
Yeah, man. I second what everybody said. You know what I also like to see too, CT? Tom Thibodeau run a play for him in the post.
Yes.
He's a big dude.
Yes.
In a sense. And then if he got a smaller 2-guard out of a smaller forward, post him up a little bit. That way you don't have to rely on that jump shot too much. Because he came into New York not a good jump shooter. He been working on that thing since he's been here, and he had done well with it. He done well with it. RJ is a worker, man. That's why I love him so much, because he's a worker. He puts his time in the gym. He trying to be a better player right now. Got a tough task. Because think about it. Other than Mitchell Robinson, he's the best defender in that starting lineup. It's like he got to play Reggie Bullock's role now. You know what I mean? And I know being 21 years old. Think about it now. He only played 2 years and a quarter. This is 2 years and a quarter. 21 years old, playing in the world most famous arena on the biggest stage. And I got to give RJ his respect the way he have handled this thing. You know what I mean? And but I do think that they got to start running some plays for RJ, not just giving the ball at the top of the key, and hopefully he go downhill. Like last night, there was no way RJ can go downhill against DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges and Drake Crowder and them guys. Them some good defenders, man. They got a good defensive team. Phoenix, starting from the point guard all the way to the center. Only one suspect is Devin Booker, and he's average at least. So RJ had a big task yesterday, trying to go up against Mikal Bridges, and he's a good defender. Coming out of Villanova, that's why they gave his bag, because he's that good. So tonight, man, I think if he's gonna be going up against Herder or Bogdanovich is not there, whoever's gonna be that guy to replace him, hopefully they just run some play for him, man. Because I believe in RJ Barrett. I mean, and I'm glad nobody talk about trading him, except for when you go into these streams and these chats and all that. But nah, man, he just gotta get accustomed to Fournier and Kemba Walker. It's a new thing going on in New York. These guys ain't played together. Kemba Walker never played with the Knicks. Evan Fournier never played with RJ Barrett, and now it's just kind of caught a little bit of chemistry issues on the offense. But I'm more concerned about the defense thing, because I think he's the only one in that starting lineup other than Mitch. And when Randall played defense when he having a good offense game, Randall not having a good offense game, he ain't playing no defense. So that's kind of concerning to me, But let's hope that young man can bounce back tonight, CT, and just have a good game and help us get over that hump tonight.
There's no doubt he's getting less touches, because when I knew Reggie Bullock was moved on and you bring in Evan Fournier, that meant less touches for RJ, plain and simple, because Reggie Bullock was just a catch and shoot guy. He wasn't a usage guy, but Evan Fournier has more usage. But there's no doubt RJ's adjusted slower to that. And South Gooner's point about our second guy, a Robin. To me, our Robin's been Derrick Rose or Quickly, which is eye-opening. When you look at our squad and our players, you got Julius Randle, and the second option is off the bench. So that's why our starting unit's floundering. You don't know what you're going to get from a nightly basis from Fournier, RJ, Mitch, and Kemba. Sometimes there's APBs out for them. And to have your Robins, players that come off the bench is crazy right now. So the starting unit, something needs to happen with that. Alec Burks is putting his case forward. Let's go around and talk about Quickly and Burks, what you guys want to see from them. I'll start with Divine while I'm with you.
Man, I just want to see them guys continue doing what they've been doing. I really think them guys have been playing well. And I think Burks is like the unsung hero, man. He worked that $10 million we gave him because he do things Reggie Bullock just don't do. And he playing good defense this year. That's why I don't have a problem with even him being in the starting lineup, hypothetically. We need some defenders in there. You know what I mean? And if not, we're going to have these 118 games, these 110 games. So I love Quickly's maturation on the defense end. Alex Burks is just a savvy veteran, man. he does pretty much anything. You know what I mean? He can do just about anything. So I think the reason why the Knicks is where they at now, 10-9, is because of them two dudes. You know what I mean? In the last 6 or 7 games, they started off slow. Burks started off a little slow. Quickly started off a little slow. But I think they done hit their stride and they contributed to us in a big way. So that's why it's gonna be interesting tonight to see what they do with that lineup. Do they go quickly, or do they go Grimes, or do they go Burks? You know what I mean? Or do they, it's gonna be really interesting. But I think right now, man, them two guys has been, I think, the most consistent Knicks in the last 10 games, let's say. Alex Burks and Emmanuel Quigley have been the most consistent guys, and I think offensively and defensively, matter of fact. So I'm hoping that they can continue tonight.
Yeah, real talk, sharp hours.
Yeah,
about IQ and Burks.
I have no worries about those two guys right there. They're quality guys. IQ has stepped up from last year with his defense. Burks has surprised me this year with his defense. I did not know that his defense. I mean, I remember him playing some good defense, but boy, he is really playing some excellent defense against a lot of these guys since he's been playing this year. So let's get it. I need to see them out there tonight and get some money and stop some people and score some points.
Yeah, man, yeah, facts, right? And South Gurner. Yeah, Alec Burks didn't have a best game last night, but IQ's moved into that second player that's in terms of being the most consistent. He's been more consistent than Rose even recently.
Yeah, IQ's form has been insane. I think we should be riding that most definitely. It's not, I think, something that Tibbs does a lot. Like he just sort of likes to keep it same a lot. But I think we should be riding that IQ wave for a bit. Alec Burks, I don't think I'm very surprised. I was watching him when he was at the Warriors just before he joined us, just because I was interested in it, him in NBA 2K or whatever. Just wanted to get a bit of insight into him. But the way he runs the point is very different to the way he runs the sort of wing position. I think he's a lot more happier being at the point. He's a bit cumbersome, I think. He's like 6'6", around that sort of height. He's a bit tall as well. So I don't mind him. He's a bit unorthodox, kind of like those boxers, back in the day, the unorthodox style. But I think that if we sort of go with Quickly and RJ tonight, it's going to show us a little bit more of a different side of RJ, maybe with more minutes together, because I feel like RJ's been let down with the help defense on the guard side. Because when he switches with a guard, he's got usually 48 in his minutes, and when he switches with a power forward, he's usually got Randall or Obi, who aren't the best defenders. So I think that help defense isn't always the best.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. And Jarvis, something South Gurner said was on point about not riding the hot hand enough. I find when you got your second best player playing off the bench and he's playing limited minutes, that's not going to help the team really.
Yeah, but that's just been that has been Tibbs' MO. Since he got here. But one thing I will say, Tibbs is doing. I think Tibbs is trying to. I think he'll do that for a little bit and then try to go back to what he feels a little bit more comfortable with, and allowing people to progress gradually, so that it'd be like some more surety and stability in their progression. Then it just dump a bunch of minutes on them, put them in hot situations off the jump, but establishing just a rhythm and coaching. As much as we want to say, man, hurry, we know the inevitable is coming. I just think we want to rush it. And in Tibbs' mind, Tibbs won't go there so gradual and so quick. Right now, he's just tinkering. That's why you see some line up, together a little bit, because they're just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, how much can I really put on these guys in this situation and that situation. So I think the inevitable is coming, and I think we're just anxious to see it happen now rather than later. So we'll see what Tibbs does going forward. But I have no problem if Burks gets into the lineup now, because we need to see something different anyways. Bottom line is, you can't have someone like Trae Young but hurting you scoring and making plays for other people. Can't have both. Got to take one of them away from him. So And so, hey, man, as long as that can happen, man, I think we'll be in pretty good position. But I do think the inevitable is going to happen with Kemba if he really can't get it together. And I'm not confident that, a lot will change with him consistently, because if he is not, even whenever he scores and gives you quite a bit, it's still like it's almost like an empty stat a little bit, because everything that he does is like it doesn't move the needle enough. And then he's such a liability on defense. That point guard position is going to be key for us to kind of make sure we solve. So I think whatever they do concerning that and those changes, hey, I'll be for it just to see how it work out. Whether it's IQ, whether it's Burks, D Rose, when he come back, they want to try something with that. However they want to do it, I'm fine with it just to see how it works out. Got a question for you guys. Is Nerlens? Is he? He's back, right?
He's questionable, Jarvis, tonight. So yeah, Mitchell Robb may be the only center available tonight outside of Jericho.
So what's up with Taj?
Taj is still out, so he's been out the last couple games. Yeah, he just hasn't made that recovery. Not sure exactly what it is with Taj. Some people
growing.
saying,
growing.
Oh, it's a groin. No, those kind of tricky, so they do need to kind of be careful with it. With that, can kind of thinking that you're okay, put you back in. Next thing you know, it starts bothering you again.
Yeah, so guys, we're looking at the trade deadline or the easing of the restrictions soon. So why not use this time to see what you have on your roster, right? See which positional. I think 20 games is enough, Divine, to start looking at that now. Because like I said, when teams start approaching you for trades and things, you need to know what you have on your roster.
That's absolutely, CT, and in a panel in the chat. That's why I think the Knights game is so important. Because if these young guys, some of the young guys come out here and bring a different type of energy to the game, they bring a different type of tenacity, something that Tibbs is looking for. Remember that we don't have tenacity. If McBride and Grimes come in this thing tonight, and he be like, you know what, I can use these guys, then you might see some rumbling start and around some of the guys that we brought in. Especially if McBride and Grimes can say, you know what, I can give y'all 15 quality good minutes a night. You know what I mean? Then you might start saying, okay, because listen, I don't know what they said to Kemba Walker when they brought him in, but I think Kemba Walker knows his spot is not guaranteed. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody's spot is guaranteed. Fournier neither, but I tell you what, if some guy come out there tonight with maximum effort and bring it on a defensive end, we are getting close to December the 15th. And I'm not advocating to trade anybody, but this is a business. It's a business. You know what I mean? And if you paying somebody like Grimes and McBride a rookie salary like that, and they producing on a level that some of our other guys, let's just say if Grimes wind up giving us some games that Kemba Walker can give us, you're talking about $9 million opposed to $1 million or something like of that nature. You know what I mean? And when it comes to business, they're gonna have to start looking at stuff like that. And you know what? It ain't a disrespect to Kemba Walker, but you know what? You and Fournier, if y'all can't help us the way we want to, we might have to look at other options or whoever it may be. I like this team, and I'm not advocating to trade anybody. I just think that we just need to shuffle this thing and get this thing together. But I understand if it comes down to December 15th and somebody do get traded, it's a business, and that's the way it is. You know what I mean? So I want to see tonight. I think these next stretch of games, CT and Shaw and Jarvis is important from the standpoint of if these young boys can make a difference on that team, it's going to be a shakeup in there to me.
Yeah, in fact, shout out LRYs. This is definitely a big opportunity for the young guys tonight in a big game. That's why I said not only the magnitude of us playing Atlanta from last season and that storyline, but the storyline of where we are in the standings, the storyline of the games about to come up, the storyline of us floundering in the starting unit. And like Divine said, some of these guys have that chance. And I'm not just advocating for a trade. What I meant was sometimes you need to try players in different positions before this deadline comes so that, like I said, when teams call you, you sort of know who's expendable, who you'd like to keep around, so to speak, Shah.
Yeah, facts, CT. because right now is a good time for these guys to get in here and see what we can come up with, what we can put out there, or what we can bring back in, what we lack in, what we need, and perfect opportunity. I mean, I hate that Rose is out tonight. But this is a big opportunity for whoever takes his spot tonight, man. This is a big opportunity for somebody. And who else is Kimba's out also, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is a big opportunity for these two guys that we brung up this year, man. To see some Deuce, to see some Rhymes out there, and this is their time. And I'm guaranteeing. Let me take that back, because now you can guarantee on the Knicks. But if you see these guys come out here and flourish, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen with these. I don't know what's gonna happen with Kemba. If these guys come out here and play 22 minutes and scoring better than what Kemba's doing, playing with more effort and grabbing more rebounds, Kemba got something to look forward to. You know, he might become a situational player.
Thanks. Yeah, Jarvis, I said at the start of the season, the starting or the point guard spot absolutely needed to be shored up, because after last series against Atlanta, you know, and the fact is, one is a 33-year-old Derrick Rose. As much as we love him, there's no beating around the fact that he's 33 years old, and the other one's 31 years old with bad knees, right? So this could be the time now where these young fellas say, "Hey, we're ready."
And to me, man, I remember one of the shows that we were on. I think Divine had brought up this point before. I remember whenever they not long ago, I think he sent McBride down to the G League. As soon as he sent him down there, scored 25 points, 25 and 9, I think he had. And then the next game called him back up. So it could be an alluding to where you might can see I think he brought him down there to kind of get him just a little acclimated to being tuned up, because I think he's getting ready to kind of use this young man. If you remember, Tibbs did say that except, you know, you're going to get playing time if you've been exceptional, like in practice. And then not long after that, has said that those young guys will get their opportunities. So this could be sooner rather than later. So yeah, the point guard situation we have to shore up. This has been a problem for us even last year. But as much as you know, there was problems that people could say with Elfrid Payton. One thing we could rely on him for was to compete on the defensive end, and he could attack the basket. So hey, man, and I'm an individual. There's things that I didn't like about Elfrid Payton, but there's some things that I can kind of acknowledge about Elfrid Payton also, as well as Burks. So that's why I'm hoping Fournier, because a lot of this stuff is going to be about them using these guys a little bit better and more appropriately. And I feel that's some of Fournier's problem as well. And then on top of that, he's used to being a higher option. So, you know, and then he's a volume type of person as well. So to your point, CT, that was going to take away some shot opportunities from RJ. Then RJ having to try to adjust his game on the fly to take on all the better offensive assignments from the other teams, like what we had Burks in, as well as play at the small forward position, then still give us some scoring. And at times, I think you need to get away from that spot up three-point shooting and start attacking the basket a little bit more and pulling up for that mid-range. You know, a little bit more. I'd like to see more of that from RJ. But this is a big game. This is a big game for us. I mean, a lot of the stuff we did was influenced by us and what happened to us whenever we played the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs last year. So these moves got to show improve, man. Or if not, I see some pretty significant changes going to be made going forward. But hey, you know, let's see what happens, man. And you know, so now win or lose, ain't no more excuses. Win or lose tonight, there's no more excuses, because I think guys are going to get some kind of opportunity that we've been hoping they would get. And even Kevin Knox. I mean, at this point, with some of the stuff that's been going on, you might as well give Kevin Knox an opportunity.
Might as well.
You know, I mean, what more can it hurt?
No.
You know, who knows?
real
It may
talk.
rejuvenate him. He might can recapture either a spot in the rotation or increase his trade value if they're looking at trading him. So whatever they do needs to start tonight.
Knox is playing tonight, I think. And let me
Okay.
shout out Freezy. Salute, fam. Freezy in the house. Appreciate you coming through yesterday. Yeah, Elton Lee says this is why we drafted ready-made players, apparently. So that was a great point from Elton Lee as well, Divine.
Yeah, real talk. I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad Elton Lee brought that up because there was one thing he showed me he was ready. And one sequence last night, this young man come in, pressure Devin Booker up the floor, don't let him get nothing. Devin Booker goes to pass the ball, he steals it, runs down court, and get a layup. And this is on Devin Booker and Chris Paul and them. And that's what I think Tibbs was like, okay, why don't got guys who's in the rotation doing that? You understand what I'm saying? We don't got guys in the rotation did what McBride did last night in one play. Think about that. You look at us other than Quickly and Burks. And, you know, coming that play, Devin Booker been giving us the business the whole game. This young man coming there with that defense and them long arms and that gritty and toughness and make Devin Booker force him into a turnover.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? You know, and I think that's what Tibbs is looking for. And then Jarvis, like, I got to get Jarvis some flowers because he stole my thunder, but I was thinking of the same thing. You know, tonight might be a where you see Kevin Knox get some burn because, like I said, if Noel don't play, and let's say they decide to run Burks a little bit at the point guard, then who's going to be the backup three? Kevin Knox.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And they can throw Grimes at the backup 2. They can throw McBride at the backup 1. So this is going to be a really fun, interesting game tonight, man. I really do believe that this is going to be an interesting game tonight to see them young boys get an opportunity, man, and go in there and play that deep. Because I think that was special last night what I seen McBride do. I was like, okay, you know what? I see why they drafted that young man. Because, you know, I say Fournier can't do that. Kemba Walker can't do that. You know, Derrick Rose could do it to a degree, but not like him. You know, them cats can't play defense like that boy could play last night. I think that was special. So I'm excited about it, man. I want to see them cats come here tonight. Kevin Knox. I like Kevin. I always like the Kevin Knox as a Knick. I just think that he just got drafted at the wrong time. He just came in at the wrong time. You know what I mean? When he came in his rookie year. Yeah. You know, when he came in his rookie year, you think about how many coaches that man went through. Think how, you know, they in his rookie year, he had a good year. He come into his second year, they bring Mook Morris, Bobby Portis, all these cats in that they took his spot. You know, he was that freshman ball player that, you know, on the high school team. He was a freshman starting on the varsity. Then that senior coming and steal his girlfriend. That's Kevin Knox, you know what I mean? He just couldn't catch that break, man. So I hope he have a good game tonight, man. Like Jarvis said, you know, he found a way to make it to that rotation or he increased his trade value. But it was gonna be a big test for that team tonight, CT, and I'm excited though.
Tonight is a night where like worlds collide, basically, and the future could flash before our eyes. You mentioned Knox. Imagine if he goes up against Cam Reddish. You know, the dynamic, the RJ Barrett, DeAndre Hunter argument, the Trae Young thing back from last season, Julius Randle. How does he look tonight? Like I said, man, this is a significant game. The result is almost meaningless in a way tonight, but how the game plays out and what the players look like on the court could really shape what happens in the future, Shah.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I remember when these guys were first brought up here on draft night and looking at them in the summer league, Deuce and Grimes, and I was saying, man, these guys in another 2-3 years, they keep playing, they stay diligent and keep advancing in their skill level, and these might be us starting front court in a couple of years. You know, a point guard and a shooting guard right there. Keep RJ on that 3 and switch over whoever else we got to do. But that those two guys could be our future. They really could be. They're both defensive minded. They both like to rebound. They both can shoot the shot. I mean, you know, and this point guard thing nowadays. It's a positional position now. So you could put either one at one position and the other one, and they're both kind of big. I mean, well, Deuce is not so big. I think Deuce is like 6'3", but that's pretty big for a point guard. It's things to look at. Tonight is going to be a night because, as we all said tonight, we all have about 5 different starting lineups tonight. Every last one of us have a different starting lineup, and we also have another our second unit is all different this tonight. So it's going to be big tonight, man. And like I said before, if these guys get in here and they perform, other players are going to be slowly sliding down that bench. You know what I mean? Slowly sliding down that bench and sitting on the sideline, and they might dust off Knox, the dust off of Knox, and Knox may move right up into that mix, man. Tonight is going to be a big night, and it's another thing that makes it a big night for me. It's either going to be 2 games over 500, or we're going to start right back at 500. So this is a big game tonight.
We're getting juiced, and I got some news pop up. So Noel's still game time decision. Thibodeau won't reveal the starting lineup yet. But,
he probably don't even know yet.
Yeah, onto that. There's another quote. When he was asked about Miles Deuce McBride by Mark Berman, he says, "Yeah, everything is on the table. He's part of the team, so we'll see how it goes. He's young, he's learning, and he's very competitive. Great worker who is getting better and better." So, hey, Tibbs ain't revealing nothing. Jarvis, he's keeping it close to his chest. You're muted, Jarvis. Let me.
Oh, might be the best thing at this time, man. You just evaluate every possible opportunity. You take your time with who you figure you're gonna implement in the lineup, how you're gonna do your lineups, and then whenever he's ready to, they might not even release the starting lineup until actually right before game time.
Keep Atlanta guessing as well as us.
Yeah. So and what's one good thing about it is when your lineup is always not set, then you don't really, sometimes other teams have in their mind who they're preparing for.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes when some situation like that, you don't know who to really prepare for until actually game time. So that you have to come up with a game plan as the game going on
the fly.
On the fly, which doesn't always work out well like that. So what's good about it is guys going to get an opportunity. Time to show and prove. This is why you're here. So we're going to see what happens. But one thing that I won't do, as much as there's some things that Julius Randle obviously can do better. There's some things that RJ can do a little bit better. There's some things that Thibodeau can do a little bit better. But one thing that I will not do about those guys, because I appreciate their heart and mindset and even coming to New York, man, is all this wanting to hurry up and get rid of Julius Randle and hurry up and get rid of RJ and Tibbs need to be fired and all this kind of talk and stuff like that. We got to kill that, man. Man, this man in one season has come here to the New York Knicks and have actually tried to help build a culture and sense of stability here. He has brought, how many coaches can turn around a team that have barely won 20 games the year before and the next game with people that was considered cast-offs from other teams, bring them in, and they win 41 games and exceed expectations. Then win Coach of the Year. And then the next year, because there's challenges that he's having to do, which is some things he can do better. All this talk about you want to get rid of the man already? This man is Coach of the Year. We want to get rid of Tibbs already. They got people I've heard wanted to say stuff like that. I'm like, no, man, there's some things he can do better, but all that get rid of Tibbs talk, kill that for now, man. Kill that.
He definitely took us from the bottom echelons of the scoring and then defensive last year and turned us into a number one team across the board. So you ain't lying about that, Jarvis, my brother.
I don't think he got the players he wanted, Divine.
Yeah.
I don't think he signed up for all, some of them may have been Leon's decisions. So you can't blame a coach that didn't get players that they may want,
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you know what? I look at it this way. Great point, Shaw Powell, and Jarvis 100%. I mean, this cat came around and turned around. If you get rid of Tibbs, who you else gonna hire? Let me know who you want to bring in to be better than Tibbs. Come on now. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I know we are patient in New York because we haven't won in so long, but we have to be patient with this thing, man. We had to be patient. Yeah. Rome wasn't built in one day, yo. You got to be patient with it. Let Tibbs figure this thing out. Now that this is crunch time, I just wanted to hit on this point. I think this is so important. I hope they start McBride tonight on Trae Young for this reason. What a way to start your first NBA game, going up against a talent like that. If that's not the way to get thrust into the NBA and get thrown into the water real fast, I want to see McBride start tonight and get on Trae Young. Let me tell you why they brought me here from West Virginia, because I could do this and D that man up full court, make Trae Young hard. Because listen, I don't think Trae Young will throw 30 on McBride. You know what I mean? I would love to see that young man. I mean, if he don't start, just get some time, because I think he will make a difference in that starting lineup tonight anyway against Trae Young with his defensive talent. And I would love to see that tonight, man. I just want to put that out there. I think it'd be so special if him or quickly get in there and pressure that boy with that basketball, make Trae Young earn them points. You know what I mean? And I think I have no problem with McBride getting 6 fouls on Trae Young. So that'd be a learning spirit that he would cherish forever. You know what I mean? And it might catapult him to being somebody that we've been looking for. So it's going to be a good point tonight to see if he can get out there, get some playing time, and he can contribute on our defense against the boys tonight. I think that'd be so. And with Lou Williams coming off the bench, I want to see if Grimes can try to, make it hard for Lou Williams. I mean, there's going to be a learning experience for the guy, but what a learning experience to have on a night like tonight.
Yeah, man, real talk. I love what you just said about, seeing that opportunity. And Tibbs has praised everyone individually. Like, he knows they can help. It's politics, fellas. I think Kemba Walker, was brought over. You don't just take a guy out after 19 games. It doesn't mean Tibbs isn't open to doing it or he doesn't want to do it. It's like it's like an unwritten rule in coaching circles. Especially when you're 500 still. We're not even below 500 yet. I think he will eventually change the Kemba thing, because I don't think it's going to work long term. But I don't think Tibbs can do it now because of the career Kemba's had, the politics, Leon, all of that. But I hope one of the benefits, guys, everyone said, is that Tibbs and Leon are on the same page. Let's really see. We're going to see this season. Is this front office on the same page? What Tibbs wants and what Leon's willing to do, is that going to work out for us this season? And we'll know by the trade deadline, I think,
That's one of the questions that I had in my mind, CT, because of just heard the little speculation on certain little players that Coach Tibbs wanted to bring in, and then they're not here, and then heard Leon Rose wanted somebody, and then they ended up being here. So I believe Tibbs just kind of compromised and said, I'm gonna just try with whoever they bring in, but the thing is, you got to make sure, man, that input, make sure you're on the same page with that on the input that you give it, man. Give the coach what he needs. If he feel he needs this, then you give it to him. Then if it don't work, then he have nobody but to blame. At least he did it with the guys that he really wanted here. Whether he's successful or whether he's not. You got to give it to me. I know my man Divine always messing with me about being from the land of gumbo. But if I got a chef in here cooking a gumbo, I'm not going to just throw ingredients out there and say, go ahead and make me a good one. And the chef is looking at me like this. Well, I can make you a gumbo, but I can't really make you a good one because you didn't give me all the ingredients I needed to be able to make sure things are blended and the flavors come together and the right consistency is there and it's cooked thoroughly. So what I can do is, because you gave me these ingredients, might not be enough to work for a gumbo, but maybe I can make you a nice little smothered chicken dish.
Mm-hmm. That's
Salute, salute,
So I'm
D-Raz.
having to rearrange that all together and just trying to make some kind of a meal that is acceptable and is edible and at least can compensate for hunger. But it's just like when you ever had that time when you really wanted something to eat and you knew what you wanted and you just had the taste for it, and you had something else that was there, and though it was good, it just didn't satisfy like it would have. That's the situation I feel like what was going on with certain players that came in, because I don't know, just like CT's point, if that's certain people that Tibbs actually wanted here. I think he just made do with it because he was put there, and we're going to try to see what we can do with these ingredients.
Yeah, and let me pull up the news. Atlanta Hawks rider confirms Bogdanovic and Cam Reddish are available. So things are going to get real interesting, you know. Based off this news now, fellas, let me go around. Start with Divine. Hey, Atlanta's going to be pretty good strength up against us. The test, gets even more challenging.
Yeah. In the words of Atlanta rappers or whatever, the Knicks better have that mentality. I ain't never scared.
I ain't never scared.
That's how they got to go out there and play tonight. I ain't never scared. Go out there and do what you do, and it is what it is. Now we beat them tonight. They better not have no excuse tonight. If we beat them boy tonight, they can't even say nothing tonight. You know what I mean? Now y'all have more strength than we are. You know, we missing key pieces. Y'all got key pieces playing. Right.
Nerlens is
So,
out.
Yep, that's what I mean. So they better Nick can go in there and just play it, man.
Mitch on one tonight.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just saying, man, go full throttle. Now they got Bogdan there tonight and Cam Reddish. We got to go hard on some good players, man, and they bring a lot to that team. But we just got to go play our game, man, and you know what? And let's hope that we can these young boys and whoever's in that game can contribute, man, and don't be scared of the moment. Do the best you can. We ain't asking God to be no saviors. We're not asking Big Bride and Grind to be saved. Even if they stink it up offensively tonight, I don't even got a problem with it because they get thrown into a game that they just, you know, and they first time in their NBA career might get a lot of minutes like this here. And think about it, they've been sitting in that pine for almost 18 games, 17, 18 games. So I'm not expecting them to come out here and be miracle makers, but I just want to see them come out and bring some extra energy with to help Quickly and Obi on that energy level. And I think if they could do that, I think it might be a good outcome tonight.
The one thing that I notice about Grimes and Deuce, these guys want to be big ballers. They want the ball with those big shots. I could see that in Deuce, the way he shoots the ball. I could see that in Grimes, the way he plays his hard-nosed defense. And when he hits a shot, he gets that little snicker on his face like that. So I'm really ready to see them step up tonight, man. I mean, they step up tonight, some people going to step down. That's definitely going to happen. If they step up tonight and they have some productive games, let them come out here and have 4 or 5 rebounds tonight and about 12, 15, 18 points tonight and 2 steals and lock down Trae Young tonight and all this other stuff. Man, come on, man. What are we looking at then? What are we looking at?
Facts.
Obi and Mitch are getting huge minutes tonight with Noel out. We're down to one center and then small ball or Jericho. I don't know if he's going to trust Jericho tonight, Jarvis.
I don't know if he's going to trust Jericho either. But and we may see some small ball tonight as well. Look, man, one thing that I just want to see, those guys, regardless of how well those guys do, they may get an opportunity tonight, and you just got to go out there. I just want to see them compete. This is going to be very good experience for our young guys. So if they don't have an immaculate game, it's okay. One thing they will provide is hunger and energy, and they want to go out there and they want to play. I don't think McBride will be overwhelmed by this opportunity if he gets some playing time tonight.
Nope.
That young man is hungry.
Nope.
People like Trae Young, he has his eye on because he know these is going to be the premier point guards in the league that's playing the point guards, and I want to see how I stack up against those guys. He appreciate going up in practice against the likes of D Rose, having to play against Quickly, having to play against these other guys. And I think he's just sitting back, just waiting on this opportunity, because sometimes you can see certain things of how you can affect the game when you're watching from the bench and not getting playing time, as opposed to the guys that's directly involved in the game. So, and one thing about McBride, see, all that, you can just ease up the court with the ball. If he turn him loose, McBride gonna pressure when you throw the ball in the game. As soon as you inbound the ball, McBride will be in your face if they allow him to.
Hey, salute.
Recap the essence. Told y'all I'm gonna give y'all some live footage. Y'all see where I'm at right here.
Wow, let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just finished talking to Kenny Payne, you know what I'm saying? He said they're gonna turn up. Took a picture with him. I don't talk to Rebecca Harlow. And so right now, most of the players, they still in there warming up. Only ones that's out here right now is Taj. Evan just went inside. He been out here shooting about 300 jumpers, and Derrick Rose warming up too. So, you know, that's him right there. But he's not playing tonight, man. But I just want to give y'all some love, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. Get them like buttons, man. This is J Boogie. Salute. Recap the S's.
Salute J Boog. Hey, J Boogie in the house. Yeah, hopefully he pops through again. But I was about to tell him to congratulate Rebecca. You know, she's pregnant. But for those that may not know, but a J Boog in the house. You know.
Yes, sir. Hey,
nice seats, man. You know the players are going to be hearing J Boogie and L tonight. Salute Worldwide L.
Oh, you know what,
okay.
CT?
So L with J Boogie.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know who else, but yeah, L is
Yeah, I think L and J Boogie. Yeah, real quick. You know what get me excited when I hear this chat and I hear our takes and the panel and I hear the chat, it makes you always feel like the Knicks gonna win a game. You know what I mean?
Optimistic.
Yep, and then you throw J Boogie in the arena. It's like, okay, Knicks going to get busy, and that's what I do love about our fan base and the guys on the panel and the guys up in the chat. They keep it 100 all the time. You know what I mean? But they also let you know that, man. You know, when I hear Jarvis speak and I hear you speak and I hear Shaw speak, even when I'm thinking the Knicks gonna lose a game, I like something tell me just by hearing you guys speak that we're gonna pull this joint out, man, and that's a good feeling, bro. Real talk.
Us against the world. I keep saying, you know, New York Knicks against the world.
Let me tell you something, man. The other night when the Knicks won that Laker game, I called out of work. I was sick. My headache, my ear, my throat. I was messed up, man. I'm telling you, I was all the way turned down, man. Knicks, I get on. I listen to you guys. Y'all guys motivate me. First time I really get on and get on the chat and say a couple of words and stuff like that. We win the game. I don't even feel no pain that later that night when we get on. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling all right. After I got off that chat, though, I had to go goggle and do a whole couple of other things, take some medicine and stuff. But after you guys, you ain't lying, Divine. That is so much of a fact, man. The Knick family will make you believe some things that you won't even believe. They will amp you up for some things that you won't even think, and have you thinking about some things that you be like, well, what are you talking about? But that's our family right there. Everybody that's out here that's representing the Knicks, and we all over, man. Wait till you hear tonight how much people in down there in the ATL, how many people in New York. Wait till you hear all of that down there tonight, man. It's gonna be real down there tonight, man. We need this win.
I hope it's on MSG, right? It's not a national game tonight. I'm surprised.
I think it's MSG.
Yeah, it's MSG.
Yeah.
I just gotta say shout out to this chat, man. This chat is awesome, man. Guys, be civilized, South Laguna, Soul Finger number 12, Bud Nice, Sherwin M, man. I mean, the guys and my guy Quiet Money. And one thing I like about this chat, man, when they really feel a certain conviction about something, they stick to those guns. And they don't allow any narrative to change, whether the narrative is starting to go the opposite direction or not. they was like, okay, but they're gonna have to show, okay, now that you did that, show me some consistency with it. If you want to change my mind, then never you seen some regression. Then it was like, but that's why I'm not convinced about this yet. So one person I gotta really shout out, my man Quiet Money.
Yes, sir.
Because Quiet Money, one thing about Quiet Money has never been on the Kemba Walker train ever since it was said that Kemba Walker was coming to New York. So this is not something. So if you hear Quiet Money say something, I know that's his real thoughts concerning it, because this is not just a change up situation just because of what's going on now. He been said that. The individuals I thought we was gonna end up looking at was gonna be people like Malcolm Brogdon, was gonna be individuals like Lonzo Ball and I forgot that other guy's name. But right now, man, even by trade deadline, one thing that I would advise the Knicks probably not to do is you did a good job without depleting your lineup.
Exactly.
I don't know if you should go after Damian Lillard. If you're thinking that, do not do it. It's going to be too much to give up for that guy. But I tell you, one guy who I'm a big component of, and I never really thought it was possible. That's why I didn't mention his name before they did the Kemba Walker signing, because I didn't see this as a possibility like I see more of now. I would rather them go after DeJounte Murray from San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
which is a three-level point guard that got athleticism, some size, and can run that offense. Then he's a young guy. He's not a 30-year-old point guard. So that would be the guy that I would take the flyer on to see if I can pry from San Antonio.
And a funny thing to say about that, Jarvis, you know, I love Fournier. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been liking Fournier for a long time, man. But Fournier is one of those European style players, which is like, that's how San Antonio kind of has that European style, you know, European niche a little bit. They play like, you know, and I mean, I've been talking about this guy for a couple of days now, man. That right there, boy, I like him. I can't get his name right for the life of me, but I know his last name is Murphy.
DeJounte Murray, DeJounte.
Yeah, there you go, DeJounte. That.
I wanted him in the off season, man. I wanted him in the off season so bad.
I feel you, Divine. It's just when we speak like this, many times. It's the positivity, and please don't mistake it. Just because I'm positive, I know Devon is very positive. I know CT is very positive. Everybody on this panel is positive. So when you hear us riding for the team on the positive to give the benefit of the doubt and things, don't mistake us for, man, they just so positive they're gonna be blind to certain things, won't see certain things. That ain't gonna be the case. It's just we're gonna give them ample opportunity to do something to turn this thing around. You've got to give them the opportunity to do it. That's why, as much as we may get on Tibbs about when the second unit comes in, maybe should play him more. Why did you go back to Randall? Because he's going to give his starters an opportunity to say, hey, man, these starters, man, I want to see where I can get y'all going, acclimated some kind of way. So we just have to be the key to this, man, and this whole thing is patience. We're just starting to build. We're still making steps toward building toward a championship club. So it starts with the culture and the front office and stuff like that being established first. Then you go to what players then you go to the game plan of what players you need on the identity you're looking to establish. And that's what we got to make sure we establish the type of identity. Now, Tibbs did that last year, and we got to wait for it. We all knew that the defense was going to suffer some, but what we didn't know if it was going to suffer so much to where they wouldn't even be adjusting to even the team defense aspect of it. So, you know, so that is what it is right there. So the reality of the matter is, okay, this is why I welcome challenges. I didn't see the game last night, but it's just another test of showing you, and be honest with you, Phoenix Phoenix is just a superior team right now.
Facts.
That's just what it is.
Facts.
Phoenix is just a superior team
That is
with
so
the way they're
true.
constructed. We're all machine. So what
Facts,
can you say
Jarvis.
about that?
Let's bring in South Gurner. Welcome back.
Yes,
Salute,
go ahead, Sal
fam.
Gunner.
You just on mute, fam.
Sorry about that. Jumping in, sorry to take it back a little bit, but jumping on that DeJounte Murray bandwagon. I've been shouting his praises for the last 18 months. He's
I'm
what
just
Frank
saying.
should have been. He's what Frank should have been with that
Right.
reach, with everything. Man,
You hit
it
the
breaks
game
my
winner
heart.
last night. Did you guys see?
No, I haven't been following
No.
him probably the last month or two, but I'll definitely check it out on the YouTubes now. But that kid, I watched him I think a lot last year, and he really impressed. I think he's got that contract now too. So technically, if anyone trades for him, they'll have to match with that bigger contract. So look, ultimately, I think tonight or today, we just have to bring it. We've got a whole bunch of new guys coming into the rotation. Like everyone said so far, we can't really judge anything on these kids, so we really have nothing to lose. Let's just throw them in. I'd say that.
Yeah, salute. Soul brother. Number 12.
What's up, Soul Finger?
Big game hunting tonight, Soul brother.
What's going on, fellas? Hey, look, I had to stick my head up through the whole, it's that whack-a-mole situation.
Whack-a-mole, there ain't nothing wrong with that, brother.
And you guys were talking, like I said, I've been working and doing stuff around this house, and then so I can get ready for this game. But Jarvis, I gotta say, man, you got me over here ready to flip over tables, throw chairs, run through the brick wall with my head first, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something, fellas. For some off reason, I got a really good, calm feeling about this game. I'm not trying to overstep it or be super positive. I try to stay positive about it because the young guns is what I'm looking at. Because these young cats, you play young cats, they're gonna make their mistakes, but look at it like this here. They got a lot of energy, man. And they playing with house money. And IQ starts tonight. Meat got problems. We know Meat cannot play defense, man. He can't hide like he did on R&B. He's gonna have to get up on him. And I think Quickly can give him the blues. And if Quickly has a game like he had against Portland, hey, as they say, Lord help him. That's all I have to say about that. We're gonna be down without Nerlens at 150 pounds of fury. But but that small ball lineup, look, this is Obi's chance to make up for last night. Because Obi had an off night. He just threw that game last night in the trash. I know they scouted us, but I just got a good feeling, man. Grimes and Deuce. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this. Ooh. This is going to answer a lot of questions. And I pray that these young cats come out here and ball out. Get their defense and frustrate them to the point where we see the Hawks get ticks. That's what I want. I want them to be a physical, pestering, swarming defense. That's what I want to see tonight.
You see Boogie's up in there. You see Boogie's in the house, Uncle L, Worldwide L. Hey, it's going to be representing Divine in that building tonight. I can't wait to hear those chants.
Yeah, real talk. The Knicks contender is always in the building, man. I'll give it back to Soul Finger, but the Knicks contender is always in the building, man. We rep deep where we go in all 30 teams in the state of the USA and Canada as well. We represent all over the place, man. And tonight it's not going to be no exception. And I just want to piggyback off of Soul Finger. That energy them young boys got a chance to do tonight can be oppressive. I think if McBride and McGrind don't ball out tonight, it's going to change the narrative in New York for a minute. And you're going to see, like I said earlier, we need them the type of player Tibbs is looking for. Tibbs drafted them boys, you know what I mean?
Thank you, Divine. Thank you for saying that.
He wanted them dudes. And I see why he wanted them. Like, I think it was Jarvis or Soul Finger, one of the guys said, Shaw said they was an NBA ready. They ready. You know what I mean? They came in the NBA ready.
Elton Lee.
Elton Lee. Salute Elton Lee, the professor. They ready, man. And I want to see them boys come out there tonight, man. Just like I said, go up against Trae Young is a good experience for that young man, McBride. If he make a hard on that boy tonight, Watch out. That's all I can say. Real
Watch
talk. Watch
out,
out.
for real.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking at it like this, man. Grimes and Deuce can be our X factors tonight because they scouted the others. They don't know what these two young cats can do.
Exactly.
And I'm just thinking about just for a minute. And I understand, fellas, panel, chat, that it was summer league, but think about when we played our summer league team played Atlanta summer league team and Deuce and Grimes locked up on little man
Cooper,
they
them
drafted
dudes.
on Cooper. Yeah, when they locked up on him and what he did. They had him looking like it looked like. Think about what Jordan and Pippen did to Kukoc in the Olympics with that defense. They were on him. That's what they did. And
I love that link.
yeah, now that's the kind of that intensity, that energy that these young guys bring that we have been missing, bro. We've been missing that energy, that intensity, and this can be an injection of adrenaline to the soul of this team. And these two young cats, like I said, these are the guys that Tibbs wanted. He jumped up and down on the table. He's flipping table, throwing chairs because he got what he wanted. Put them young cats in there. Let these young Thundercats go. And I got a feeling, man. I'm serious. I'm Jay Boogie and L at the game. I'm considering them my lucky rabbit's foot. Both of them cats. You got a 4-leaf clover and a rabbit's foot at the game. The energy is different. And considering that we came off an embarrassing performance last night, I think Atlanta's going to be in trouble. And yeah, Atlanta's got a 7-game win streak. Okay, why can't we be the one to break it?
Exactly.
Why can't we be the one to break it? And what would be even more impressive is it would be for us to break it without D-Rose, with Nerlens out, with Kemba out, with Taj out.
Future now.
And
talk
They
about
have
it.
one
So,
more to lose.
talk about it. So I'm about to go do some push-ups right now. Just because you said that.
Right.
Let's go around and get everyone's predictions. Salute Quiet Money.
Oh my
Quiet
God! Quiet money in the house.
What's good?
Yeah,
Quiet money.
there it is.
Salute, fam.
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
There it is. Yes, sir.
I couldn't take
There
it
it
anymore.
is.
I had to come on, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, fellas?
We good, brother. Glad you're here. Quiet money. Glad to see you in person, my brother. Real talk.
Man, it's always a pleasure to see you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys. For real, for real. Jarvis, salute. DeBron,
What's up, my brother?
CT, salute. Soul Finger, salute. What my dude over there? Oh, Shaw Lexi. What up, baby?
You already know what it is. You already know what it is, my dude. You already know.
Salute to everybody, man. Let's get this win tonight, man. I want to get this win tonight. I talk bad about Kemba. But for good reason. He is the weak link, fellas. I've been putting it in the chat. I've been putting it in every chat I go to. You know what I mean? I'll let anybody know Kemba is the problem. No, y'all gotta understand. I remember. I've been a Knicks fan for a while, so of course I remember that free agency when we wanted Kemba. You know what I'm saying? We really wanted Kemba to come here, and he dubbed us. He dubbed us up for Boston. You know what I mean? And it's just funny. Karma got a funny way of panning itself up. But it's just funny how his career is taking a turn worse right now. Like he dubbed us. It made so much sense to come back here. His best games as a collegiate player was in the Garden. Like we needed a point guard. We were longing for a point guard. It was the perfect recipe. It was a perfect
Even the money.
And he dubbed us. You know what I'm saying? So now he goes to Boston, right? He goes to Boston, and it's okay. But you see, it was always not. It was never a smooth fit over there. But you go to Boston, and you hurt your knee, and now on the back end, I don't blame him, because I know he's going to chase. He's going to chase the bag. He's going to go where that bag at. You know what I mean? He got cut from his last two teams. But see, the Knicks, y'all, like I love the front office, I love management, but I call it a publicity stunt because everybody knows Kemba is on his last leg, literally. You know what I mean? And they still got him. They still scooped him up. But nobody, he got cut in your last 2 teams, and you can't have much left. I'm sorry. You got cut in your last 2 teams. So, they still got him in, and then when I seen them using Kemba to market the city jerseys, I'm like, it all came to me like a song I wrote. I'm like, oh, this ain't right. And sure enough, it started off okay,
Man.
but the chemistry is off for him, bro. He's a liability on defense and offense. Look at RJ. Look at the team. He's bad on both because he's not a traditional point guard. He's a score first point guard that really can't get past his man and score on his man like he used to. So now what are you doing? What you bringing to the team?
Yeah, facts, man. Hey, tonight's going to show. I think, like everyone's been saying, the panel, the chat, these young cats deserve their chance.
Right.
And, it had to come via rest or back-to-back, but let's see Deuce get in there, Kevin Knox get in there. Let's see Quickly get in there. Burke's running the point too. And we're only 30 minutes from tip. We've got Fam in the house, Jay Boogie, Worldwide L. I just have a good feeling tonight. I think it's going to be a close game. I predicted 111, 108. Let's start getting everyone's predictions. We'll go around the panel, but I'll shout out the chat. Hewlett, 107, 100. Be Civilized, 114, 110 in OT. Yes, sir.
Salute, Be Civilized.
Yeah,
I'm actually feeling with Be Civilized put out there in the universe. I'm feeling them on that.
Yes, salute. I'll start with you, Quiet. What's your prediction for tonight?
Well, listen, man. As bad as I wanted Kemba to just be going somewhere to get shipped off, I know like replacing him in the starting lineup and putting somebody that has not been in the starting lineup, just throwing them in there, thrusting them in there, might not be the best thing. You know what I mean? But I predict effort. I'm not sure if we can win because Atlanta is really hot right now. They kind of hitting their stride. Yeah, but I predict a hard fought game. Now, if we can get out of there with the W, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. But I'm not expecting too much. I don't never want to expect the L, but I do have a good feeling about this game. But then, I gotta temper that, a little bit, because some of it is my fandom. Some of it is Kemba not playing, and then some of it is my fandom. So I gotta temper that. But I'm just looking. What I'm looking for is hard fought game, and some somewhat cohesiveness. I'm saying with each other, because I feel like Kemba is just not that guy. He don't belong here. Remember, I told y'all that he don't belong here.
Yeah, we hear you. It was on record as well. But yeah, we're all thinking it'll be a close, gritty game. Appreciate you coming through, Quiet. We're doing the post game. Yeah, Knicks real talk. Yeah, absolutely. Knicks real talk tonight, post game. Hey, everyone come through. Hopefully we celebrate a big win.
I'm celebrating the fact that we played a game with Kemba ain't starting. I'm celebrating that tonight.
I'm just celebrating whoever gets.
It's written all over your face, Quiet Money.
All over my face.
Right.
Yeah, we have the starting
I see the excitement
announced, fellas. We have the announcement. Alec Burks is starting at point guard.
I had a feeling. That means IQ's gonna take.
I know it.
Yeah. Grimes is gonna get some PT.
Oh, he's trying to keep going. I'm not mad.
We're gonna get some summer league play tonight.
Hey, some size for Trey. 6'6" guard. Let's go around, get everyone's predictions now. I'll start with next man up, Jarvis. What's your prediction tonight?
I'm looking for something on the lines of what Quiet Money was saying. I'm looking for us just to really compete, have a good showing, some sense of cohesiveness. I'm looking for us to get after it, man. Well, whether we win or lose, we're capable of winning this game, but I do know we're in Atlanta. One thing that I do hope is I hope that environment that Randall doesn't take that too personal, man, and get too emotional, because you know you're gonna be hearing them overrated chants tonight. I just don't want him to get in his head. You have to black all that out and play. You have to go out there and play, because it ain't about going out there taking it so personal. Where I'm just gonna prove everybody I ain't overrated. That you playing right into their hand.
Yeah.
When you start thinking like that, just go out there and play, man. I like to see them get him a little more downhill, a little more tonight. Attacking. I like to see him attack the basket. They're gonna have to get after on the defensive end. McBride, if they let him play, if they let McBride play, it's gonna be fun to see. Soon as they inbound that ball to Kimber, McBride right in his face, and just see how they do. That's gonna be so fun. If he can be a pest like that tonight, it's gonna make it very, very difficult for Trae Young. But that is an experienced point guard, and there's gonna be a learning curve even with McBride if he gets the playing time, even if it's 5 minutes or 6 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever tonight. There's gonna be valuable experience for him. So he's gonna have to learn his tendencies, learn how to control his body to where he don't pick up easy fouls. Don't go for none of them fakes. Get stuff up in the air and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be good. But I just want to see the effort, the energy, sense of cohesiveness, and a good grinded out, grimy game. If we can get this game messed up the way it ain't pretty, we might have a chance.
Right. Coming to South.
Yeah. Look, two things. Just quickly on Shah's point that he made earlier. This game will pretty much, it's a big sort of swing. We're either going to be on 0.5 or just 2 games above 0.5. So that's a big thing for me. But going into this game, I think what's going to be probably the most interesting for me personally is how the crowd reacts. I think that's going to be the one that I'm going to take notice of, because if we're saying that we want to establish this almost rivalry with the Hawks, and we got the Boxing or Christmas Day game and stuff, we need to show up as fans, and we can't have this swinging emotional fandom, where we're booing 1 second and cheering another. So I just want solid, showing up from the fans at the stadium. So yeah, fingers crossed on a good win. I'm never going to vote. I'm never going to say we're going to lose. So 106 to 100.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, dude.
Facts. Yeah. Soul Finger, give us your prediction for tonight.
All right, well, I'm gonna dig into my Al Davis bag and just win, baby. That's where I'm at.
Just win.
Smooth.
Yes.
With that being said, I got to piggyback off what my home state homeboy said. Look, I don't want they're gonna come with that they're gonna come with the overrated chant. Randall can't get into his head and be like that. I'm gonna prove you wrong and do that. Don't fall into the trap. Play your game. Let the game come to you. The team needs to play within a rhythm. Tibbs gonna have to make his in-game adjustments. Stay on it. This team needs to play with defense, focus, and intensity. All of that. I don't have no order on where you want it, but defense is our calling card. That's what we have been building this team on. Bring the defense. Put the young fellas in. We need to get Deuce on the court. I would love, like you said, like when home state homeboy Jarvis just said, I love to see Deuce come in and pick Trae up from one end to the other and make him work. And then with AB starting at the point, go at him. Go at Trae. Make his non-defensive plan behind.
Expose him.
Go at
Expose him, please.
Get some switch. Let's get some plays, switch it up, put him down in the paint when he's stuck on a RJ or stuck on a Julius and he get punished.
And so, you know what? I cut you off. You know what I want? I want to see some down screens.
Yeah.
Just so what's the name? So Burks can post him up. Because Burks can post up. RJ not really a post up guy, but Burks can post up.
Yeah, he can.
I like that, Quiet Money.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I want, not that Mitch really does it, but the way Clint Capella was talking trash, because I'm gonna tell you, this is just me right now. I'm low key in my feelings on this one, bro, because he talked that noise last season and still didn't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? He talked all that jazz, and the fact that Mitch wasn't there. I want Mitch to catch a body. I want Mitch to put body on it. Because the thing is, you don't have to worry about Clint Capella coming out shooting no threes or whatever else. He gonna stay right underneath. And Mitch, look, I want Mitch to handle Clint Capella like he did Joel Embiid. I would love to see that. You know, so it's time. Like, hey, Knicks Nation, it's time that we going up there. I'm gonna wrap this up. What I'm saying, look, I want us to go in. It's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna be a slugfest, or as Jim Ross said, a slobber knocker, and it's gonna be a chippy game. I want to. We need. It's gonna be a couple. It's gonna be a tech call. Maybe a couple of text calls. Look for that because it's coming. But the most part, I want to see Trae Young crying because we playing two defenses too hard on him. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to put. I want Clint Capella to get put and get baptized tonight. That's what I want.
Want to baptize him?
So overall, like I said, just win, baby. I'm not gonna give a score. I just know it's gonna be. I don't care if it's two. As long as we win. Just win, baby. I'm not gonna give a score. Just win.
Let's get it. Sharp hours.
Yeah.
Half a point. That's possible.
Yeah, I'm on more of that tip. Allah wise piece of the guards, man. I'm on more of that 104, 107 score. You know, I hate giving out predictions, but 107, 105, I think it's going to be a gritty game. And I think these two young boys going to come. I mean, I think the whole team tonight is going to be a little more up tempo because this is a team that they wanted to beat and that smacked them around a little bit in those playoffs. And I think they remember. And my big thing tonight, what I would love to see tonight, let me see my man Mitch come out there and score like 15 points, 13 rebounds, and have about 4 or 5 block shots tonight. I want him to blow their backs out tonight, man. I want him to really be down there and be that defensive presence that I think he can be. So my take, 107, 104 Knicks.
Let's go. Hey, Divine, take us out.
Salute to the panel, man. The great panel up ahead. Quiet Money, Jarvis, Sharp Power, Daguna, Soul Finger, everybody, man, who came through. Jay Boogie, appreciate you coming through. I gotta give a prediction because that's what we do at Knicks Grill Talk. It's a chat thing, man. We know nobody never gonna beat Nostradamus, but we love giving out these scores. It's just fun for us to do. That's what we do, So it don't make us not let's know or don't know. I'm going Knicks 110, the Hawks 104, and we replacing we losing 36 years of experience and replacing with maybe 5 years of experience. But here's the pro to it instead of the con. We gaining much energy and less tiredness. So let Grimes, McBride, and all them guys go in there and get it. And like Soulfinger said, we need to let Mitch catch a body, and that's what it's gonna happen. Now you talking the talk because we had 150-pound wet Noel. Thank suit to Noel, though, no pun intended, in the playoffs last year. Now you're going up against Money Mitch tonight, and you see what he did to DeAndre Ayton last night. You get the same treatment tonight, my brother. Mitch gonna hold down that paint for us tonight. We just need McBride to go make Trae Young earn them points tonight. And I like what they put with Alex Burks in there tonight. I think it's gonna be special. I think he's gonna go get it tonight. So I'm going, like I said, 110, 104. I think I said, and I'm sticking with that. Right. Let's go get it, Knicks, man. ACT, great show, man. We be on the post game tonight. Y'all fellas come through. Either one way, we're gonna be excited about the young guy playing, or we not gonna be excited about a win. Either way it go, Knick Nation for. Yeah, that's right. Knick Nation for life, man. Let's get it.
It's a win-win tonight, baby.
Yes, sir.
And I want to welcome my guy Quiet Money back. Congratulations from transforming from mod to panel member, man. I've been missing you on the panel, boy.
No doubt. I mean, I hit CT up early about that one. Whoa, I need that rich, bro. He was like, don't worry, you was already taken care of.
I've been waiting for you to come through. You've been in the chat for a while.
We all been waiting, Quiet Money. We all been waiting.
That's what's I'm always here, y'all. I'm always here. Sometimes I'm a little busy, but I'm always around. And I always check in with my people, man.
Hey, we appreciate every single one of you in the chat, of course. Great show, pre-game. Let's get amped. Huge night tonight, regardless of the result. Like Divine said, we're going to see some future now, basically the future before our eyes.
Yo,
And,
CT.
Hey, CT, quickly.
What's the start?
Not long before I came on the program today, I happened to check out I happened to see one of the Knicks morning drives, and I'm streaming through there, man, just checking the fellas. And guess who I see?
Yeah.
On the panel, man, Ron Cleveland.
I heard about that.
Shout out.
Hey, Quiet Money. It was on that the Knicks morning drive with Blanche Tears that happened like maybe 7 or 8 days ago with the Houston and New York logo on it. At about the 3 hour and 21 minute mark, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
That's where he came in.
Blessed us.
He was in the whip.
Yeah, he was in his car.
Yeah. He's staying in touch, you know. He's probably listening now. Salute Ron.
Yes, indeed. Salute to man.
With that said, let's get it, gents. Let's see you on the post game. Appreciate you.
Salute everybody.
Go New York.
Let's get it.
Go Knicks. Let's get it.
Let's get it.